Hey guys, this is Wes and welcome to your 15th Java tutorial. Today we're going to cover nested if statements, just like I promised. Essentially all they are is an if statement within another if statement, and it works pretty similarly to the way the AND comparison operators work. So if both conditions are true, execute the code within the two if curly brackets. So it works the same way. Let me show you how it works with the AND comparison operators if you don't remember. And all this code is I made an object of the scanner class so we could access that. I made an object of the dough class so we could access that. I created a variable and initialized it with the user input in the form of an integer. And then I just accessed the do stuff method and passed it the arguments age, which age is just going to be the variable that we are testing. And if you don't understand that, watch the previous tutorial and I went over all that stuff. So let's run this real quick. We'll run this. I didn't put out a prompt, but we'll just put 3 between 0 and 10. And the way that worked is 3 is greater than 0 and it is less than 10. If we put, say, run and we put 11, nothing happens because although 11 is greater than 0, 11 is not less than 10. And since we don't have an else statement, just nothing happens. Well, similarly to how that works, nested if statements work the same way. So we're just going to delete all this. We're not going to use the scanner. We're just going to create a variable age equals, we're going to say 4. So let's create a nested if statement. So we're going to use the same way. So if age is less than 0, else. So this is a traditional if-else statement. We put a condition in the parentheses. If it is true, it executes the lines of code within these two brackets. And if it is not true, then it just prints else. Well, instead of just putting system.out.println, we put another if statement. And it's essentially saying, well, let me put it first. If age, we need to put that greater than 0. So if age is less than 10, system.out.println, the age is between 0 and 10. So the way this works, well, let's run it first. And as you see, we need another bracket for the actual class. So let's save all this, run it. The age is between 0 and 10. And the way that worked is age is 4. So it tested the first condition. Is age greater than 0? Yes, 4 is greater than 0. Then just like any other if statement, it executed the lines of code within the two curly brackets. But since it's a nested if statement, it has to check more conditions. If age is less than 10, which in fact it is since it's 4, execute this. And that's exactly what it did. The age is between 0 and 10. So if we put, say, 11, and we ran this, nothing happens because although age, which is 11, is greater than 0, it is not less than 10. So it checked this condition, it's true. It went inside the curly brackets, tested this condition, it wasn't true. And since we have nothing for else, it just didn't do anything. But yeah, that's going to be about it for nested if statements. Mess around with it. It's pretty simple. Just make sure you have your brackets correct because with nested if statements, it can get pretty messy. Make sure you have one for your method, one for your class, and an opening and a closing for your initial if statement, and an opening and closing within the initial if statement brackets. So yeah, in the next 2 tutorials, we're actually going to make a rock, paper, scissors game against the computer. And we will be heavily utilizing the nested if statement statements. So if you are wanting more practice, watch that video. It should be coming out by tomorrow. And yeah, you'll be sick of them by then. So yeah, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next tutorial. See ya.